What's up, all my inspirational tea sippers? This is Shantira. Happy Thursday. I pray that you guys are doing well, feeling amazing, holding on to hope and faith, knowing that God is still with you even in your trials. So I just wanted to do a get ready with me really quick, you guys. Maybe chit chat a little bit, but was doing my makeup. My sister and I are getting ready to run a few errands this morning, and we wanted to get cute because we've been with the kids all week. And so I've already washed my face with the First Aid Beauty Face Cleanser, Witch Hazel, and then I've also did a spray with the Rose Petal Thayer's Witch Hazel spray. And then you already know I'm buttered up with the African Shea. Come in, African Shea butter. Buttered up, buttercup. What's up, sis? No, I'm just doing to get ready with me. It's all good. They know this is real life. And if I want to keep my channel authentic, you have to know that things go on and things happen. So I'm going to just show you what I do. I'll probably just do one brow online, one brow in front of the camera. Yeah, they in that clear bucket under the under my bathroom sink. So I'm going to use the e.l.f. brow, the e.l.f. poreless primer. This is what I'm going to prime my face with first. My mirror's right here next to me. Let me get y'all together. So this is a dupe for the Tatcha, the $58 poreless primer. This e.l.f. poreless putty primer was only $8, and I picked that up at Ulta. So let's get these pores together. Prime this face. So how are you guys? What's up? What's new? You already know the same thing going on with me at the house with the kids. Although today the kids have been out of school since Wednesday, so there's like a teacher, I don't know what it is, but teacher in service is what they said. So there you have it. I have large pores, y'all, and oily skin. So what I do first before I do my eyebrows is I mattify my eyebrows with a matte primer. I either use, I got my bucket right here. Let me show you what I use. I either use the Becca Ever Matte Poreless Primer, or I'll use the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop Matte Primer. And this just keeps the oil out of my eyebrows so they don't get all oily and look a mess. It keeps them nice, still, and in place. So this is what I do. And I let that dry down a little bit, and then I begin to put on my eyebrows. I don't know if I'm doing a whole face. We'll see as we go along. Yesterday I just did a real basic look. That e.l.f. poreless primer feels really good. You could wear it on its own. Yesterday I wore it on its own. I put a little bit of powder on top and I did my eyebrows, and that was my day. I was really simple but still put together at the same time. So we are using the e.l.f. brow pencil. This is in dark brown. I hope y'all can see me. Dark brown. And y'all already know this is a new camera too, so I'm also recording, trying to get to learn this camera, the Canon G7X. So blessed and thankful that my husband was able to let me get this camera. So this is how I do my eyebrows. I just start from the inside, barely with the light finger, and just take it around, just following my natural shape. Now I did go to the nail shop last week and I did get a wax, and so she waxed my eyebrows. I like to keep them a little bit thin. I don't like them too thick. And you just follow the trace of your eyebrows with a light hand. Follow the arch of your brow. Who knows how much, even with this camera, how much it'll let me record, because my phone will only let me do about 20 minutes before the storage is full. It's an iPhone 6. So with this camera, we may be able to do the whole thing. Who knows? Let's give it a try. There you go. I'm still working on my brows. It does not have to be perfect. So, let me get this little, small mirror right here. Excuse me. I still want y'all to be able to see. Start from the bottom of that arch. And just trace your natural brow down. And y'all, I'm still learning. Eyebrows is like, you cannot wear makeup and just do your brows and throw on some mascara and some eyeliner and you will be good to go. So don't ever allow a YouTuber or the beauty gurus to make you feel like you have to go out and buy all of this makeup, or you have to go out and, you know, spend all of this money. You guys, continue to be yourself. If you are not a real makeup person and you don't really love makeup like that, just learn how to do your eyebrows. Perfect your eyebrows, throw on some eyeliner and some lashes or something, and go on about your day, and you will look just as beautiful as a YouTuber who spent, or a beauty guru, shall I say. You will look just as good as a beauty guru who spent all this money on all these makeup essentials. They only do it because they love it so much. You know what I mean? And like, I am really into makeup because I love it so much. It's so calming. It is so therapeutic for me, and I absolutely love it. So, but don't ever get it twisted. There are many, many days that I don't even wear makeup. There are many, many days I don't even do my eyebrows. There are many, many days I'm here with the kids. But when I do have that downtime and I just really need a therapy session, I will come in here and do a full beat for no reason, just to wipe it off 45 minutes later. And it's so therapeutic for me. I love it so much. Now I'm about to just clean up. Where is my, and everything I have is pretty much affordable except for that Becca matte primer. That crap was like $35, but, and I've had it for months and months on end. So I'm using the LA Girl Pro Concealer and Fawn just to kind of clean up my eyebrows. And we're gonna see how much I feel like doing today. But I want you guys to know, like, do whatever you feel. Do whatever you feel and still feel beautiful about it. I wish I would have recorded yesterday, because yesterday was really, really natural and I felt so pretty. I still felt really, really beautiful, and I didn't even have to do a lot. I didn't have nothing on my eyelids. I didn't put on anything, you know, of that nature. And I'm gonna just to kind of blend that out and tone that out. So I usually only do the bottom, but since I messed up on the top, I might just have to, y'all see. So where is my beauty blender? Right here. Blend this crap out. I want you guys to still be able to see what I'm doing. Do you guys want to come in a little bit more? You know, we can make that happen. Look at that bump. So I've been using, when I went to Ulta a couple of weeks ago, I was looking for a primer because the colors from my shadow kept transferring into my crease. So I picked up the, which works really, really good. What does she suggest? She should anyways, this is what she told me to pick up. The NYX Glitter Primer Base Perfection. I think that was about $8 as well. But she swore by it. She had me pick it up to put that on before I apply my eyeshadows or glitters. And it really helped from it transferring into the middle of that crease, because it was just so annoying. And I am still working on perfecting my eyebrows. So let me clean this up a little bit. I'm just putting a little bit of this on the back of my hand. Just showing y'all what I do, just to sharpen it up. Want to make sure y'all can still see. So Monday was a very I can't even talk today. So mad. Monday was a very peculiar Monday. It was very intense. It was so draining, so emotional. I cried a lot that day just because there's a lot going on. And I watched a video. My cousin sent me over a video Stephen Furtick, he made. What is it? Transition, stuck in transition, I think it was. And transition rung in my spirit. I watched it about last week, but transition rung in my spirit on Monday with everything that was going on. It was necessary. Monday was shocking. Monday had some revelations in it, you guys. And honestly, I was just thinking about not ever recording again, because I never want you guys to think that I am being rude, being mean, anything like that, or just take my words or take, you know what I'm saying, and have it not used in a different way, but have it perceived in a different way, because my channel is only intended to uplift and inspire. Hence, inspirational tea sippers. Okay, so this is my brows for today. I think this one can be a little bit darker, this side. And then I think I can fluff out the, y'all, and this is all just practicing as I look and see what else can be done. I'll just touch them up. Like this side can be a little bit darker. We'll just take a light hand and kind of just play around with it. But as I was saying, like, I never want you guys to take what I say, but you guys are gonna know that there are some things that we are not always gonna agree with, but I don't want my words to be taken the wrong way or to hurt somebody, or, you know what I mean, anything like that. But I do want you guys to know that God is using every bit of my story, even though sometimes it may not look right, feel right, or be what most people would call the Christian way, or, you know, what they believe or whatnot. You know, it's gonna look different, it's gonna feel different, it's going to be, you know, it is what it is. But I wanted to say a couple of things. Okay, so what am I gonna do next? I think I'm gonna do something simple today. I still want to feel really pretty and sexy, but I really don't think I want to do all that. And this is just LA Colors liner pencil. Like, we got to learn how to accept and love where we are. Love each other, love everybody where they are. You know what I'm saying? Like, he who started a great work in me will see it performed until the coming day of Jesus Christ. Like, we are all learning, we are all going from glory to glory. You know what I mean? Holiness is still always right, like I've said before. So we are all striving, or should be all striving for, you know, the better, and just to please God, and to always, you know, do what's right. So with all that being said, I am no longer going to worry about insignificant things. If I know the intent, and there was a teacher, 34-year-old teacher, who went viral. She wrote her own obituary, and in that obituary she had larynx, some type of throat cancer that returned. It came back aggressive, and it just, you know, wouldn't take no for an answer, is what she was saying. So she wrote her own show. She figured, she take it upon herself to write her own obituary. And in the obituary that went viral, it said, now I didn't see this until after my Monday. My Monday was, you know, it was a really bad day. So she said, stop worrying about insignificant things. She prays that you all can get to a point, that we all can get to a point, that we are not worried about insignificant things. Stop worrying about insignificant things that really does not matter. And all you need to know is, what is the intent behind what you do? What is the intent behind what you do? You know, just stop letting things, small things, stress you out. Stop. And I'm in front of this window and the sun is kind of going up and down. So stop worrying about insignificant things. Stop worrying about stuff that's not gonna matter. Stop worrying about, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on now. She's dying. This is coming from a person who is dying. You know, like, come on. When are we gonna get it? When are we really going to understand? I think I'm just gonna do a little bit of powder. And I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me powder in 355. When I'm not even gonna put nothing under my eyes or none of that today. This is just a quick, kind of like natural. I'm doing my own thing. I'm gonna use this blender to get in between my eyes. But what she was saying was, she prays that we can get to the point, you know, things that just don't matter, things that stress us out, things that worry us that don't even matter. That here she was worrying about her student loans and, you know, all that, bills, mortgage, when now she's not even around to, it doesn't matter. You know, I'm not around for them. My bills does not matter. My bills, nothing matters once you're gone, you know. And I was really thinking about shutting down my channel because, for one, I get a lot of backlash of who I am as a Christian woman, and I'm not gonna continuously defend who I am as a Christian woman or why or how the Lord uses me. But I just never wanted anyone to take my words or take any stories that I'm saying and really feel hurt by it or anything. But I will use my real life experiences and what God is showing me to talk to you guys and to, you know, encourage and inspire you guys. Like, the intent behind my channel is positive. The intent behind my channel is, you know, and I was thinking about that, like, what is your intent? And that's a personal question. That's something only you can answer. Like, what is your intent behind anything? What is your intent behind your relationship? What is your intent in your marriage? What is your intent? You know what I'm saying? And that's a personal question. So I'm thinking the intent behind my channel is to inspire, encourage, to motivate, you know what I mean? And to like help uplift so that we can all continue to grow in God and to get everything that He has promised us before we leave this earth. You know what I mean? Like, that is the intent behind my channel. And so when I got to thinking about what my intent was and all of that, I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna allow the enemy to come in and make me think that what I'm doing is not, you know, what I'm not supposed to be doing. Like, come on now. It took me long enough to get it up, and this is what I'm gonna be doing. You know, this is it. But I said all that to say, like, just make sure that the intent is good. Stop worrying about stuff that's insignificant. Like she said, you know what I'm saying? She was a teacher. She had a great family. She loved to watch a good sunset. She loved a good winery. She loved to read a good book. Like, all of this stuff, you know. And then she talked about insignificant things, like people who don't want to change. And this is what I'm thinking. People who don't want to change, people who don't want to grow, you know, bill collectors, people who talking about they're suing you, all of this stuff. That stuff is insignificant. It's insignificant if you're not going to be here next week. It's insignificant. You never know what the Lord's plan is for you. That stuff does not matter. So let's just go through life the best way we know how. And I finally found a church home, y'all. And I want to talk about the search of a church home and, you know, just some things that I saw or noticed while attending a few churches. I'm definitely going to get into that, but right now it's not the time. And I'm just taking this beauty blender on this makeup just to kind of press it in between or up under my eyes. Like, I feel like we should stop putting our opinions or what we feel or believe. Like, I'm gonna give you an example right now. Okay, we finally found our church home, and they had a voting booth at the front, and she asked me, one of the ladies, the greeters, asked me, did I vote? And I told her no. You know, truth is, I don't vote. Once I found out everything, when I took government and econ in the 11th and 12th grade, and I found out how everything works, how corrupt the system is, and how it all goes down, I made my point, and it is so freaking boring. Politics is like, no ma'am, no ham. I cannot stand it. It's really stupid to me. I don't get it. I don't understand it. And that's just where I've always lied with it. That's why I don't really talk about politics, and I don't really talk about why I believe what I believe or why I am where I am as a Christian woman, because I feel like politics and your beliefs as far as Christianity, atheism, Buddhist, whatever, you should never have to just put a little bit of ebony bronzer. You should never have to, you know, say why you are a certain way or why you doing this or why you believe in that. Like, that's your own personal beliefs. It's your own right. It's your own, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. So she was asking me, and I told her, no, you know, I don't vote. And then she went on to say, like, oh my goodness, like, you know what I'm saying? You should. And she was a really, really sweet lady, you guys. Really made me feel comfortable. And just based on her warmness and the way she was really a reason why I decided to join, amongst a few other things. You know, you really should, you know, it's your right as a woman. You know, people fought, people, you know, God did so much for us to be able to vote, and you know, your kids are going to you know, be affected by what you do. Just a little bit of blush from the Dollar Tree, put a little bit here. Your kids are going to be affected by what you do, and you know, you have to vote. You know, you have to vote. You have to, you know, you have to vote. And then she told me she asked me why. I told her, you know, once I found out everything, and I said, we all know that Trump, my own opinion, we all know that Trump was not supposed to be in office. You know, we went to sleep that night. They were saying that they were still tallying up, and it took all night. And then we woke up and he was our president. We all know that Hillary won that election. You can choose to believe it or not. This is my own personal opinion. And, you know, basically they do whatever they want to do. And she went on to say, like, how everything happens for a reason, and God has him in there for a reason, and God is still in control, and all this and this and that. And it just made it not really awkward, but I was sitting there listening like, okay, just why are we going on this whole spiel? Because you now know that I don't vote, and now you putting on what you really believe, and you're so passionate about it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, okay. And I told her, you know, thank you for your wisdom and your thoughts. I will think about it, and I will meditate on it. I will talk to the Lord about it, and I will take into consideration what you're telling me, right? And so I thought about it. I prayed about it. I talked to the Lord about it, and then, you know, I meditated on it. I did what I said I was going to do. And at the end of the day, I honestly still feel the way that I feel, you know, like I don't want to vote. I don't want to vote. I still feel like I don't want to vote. I'm not going to vote, you know, and if anything changes in my life, we are all entitled to make changes in our life. If you feel a certain way and then a couple of years later you decided to have a change of heart, then so be it. You know, you're human. It happens. But I do not vote. I don't force it on my kids. I let them know why, especially Deanna. We have those talks now that she's in junior high. She's in the 8th grade, but we have those talks, and I tell her as to why I don't, you know, and she's even had her teachers come back to tell me, well, you need to tell your mom that she needs to. No, that's just like you telling an atheist. It's no different from you telling an atheist, or you talking to somebody you find out they're an atheist. It's no different from you telling that atheist, you have to vote. I mean, you have to. God died on the cross for you. Jesus died on the cross for you. He sent his only begotten son. Like, you have to know. It's a choice. It is a choice. I get that you're so passionate about, you know, what you believe. I get that you're so passionate about being a believer. I get that you're so passionate about, you know, what God can do. But okay, I don't know what happened. But like I was saying, at the end of the day, it's all about choice. Like, it is your choice. It is up to you, you know, like, stop putting what you feel so deeply, all you have to do is continue to lead by example. Basically is what I'm saying. Like, if you met a Buddhist, you are, of course, you can talk about, you know, your reasons and why you believe what you believe and give your examples and give your ways of life. But at the end of the day, you cannot force somebody to believe what you believe. You can't force your opinion on other people. All I say is continue to pray, continue to fast, continue that God reveals, you know, his truths. Other than that, you know, and I'm like, okay, I still don't want to vote. I'm not going to vote. You know, I've already made that up in my mind once I found out everything. Once I found out how everything goes, how everything rolls, how it all is. That's just me. And I pray to God that you guys will just accept that, you know, just, okay, deal with it. You know, I cannot conform to be something that I am not. I cannot conform to be something that, let me scoot out some. I cannot afford to be, I think I'm gonna just do gloss. You know, I can't. I cannot. Ooh, what is that on my nose, y'all? I cannot and I will not. So this is like a basic. All this is just powder. Y'all seen what I did? My eyebrows, a little bit of blush, and then I am going to highlight. But it's simple, it's natural. You know, this powder is great. And I'm not going to conform. I'm not going to say, okay, yeah, let me vote because of what she said or whatever. No, I have to stay true to myself. And I get that people did all of this stuff to get us to a point to where we wanted to vote. But those who tried so hard, those who died, those who fought, those who did all of that stuff to get to a point to where we can all be able to have the choice to vote, just like we all have a choice, the choice to love and serve God. It's all a choice, you know, and that's why God loves us so much, because we have to make a choice. And the fact that we choose to love him is so much greater because we can choose to do other things. And, you know, nothing against those who have fought so hard for us to, you know, be where, you know, to get to a place to where we can cast our votes. But there are some people who choose not to, and I am one of those people. Like, I don't want to be bashed. I don't want to be badgered about why. I don't want you to give a whole spiel as to why I should. I don't want you to go ham on me as to why you think I shouldn't, how dumb I would be if I don't. I mean, come on. That's my own opinion. You wouldn't do that to a Buddhist. You wouldn't do that to an atheist. You wouldn't do, I would hope to God you wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? Because I wouldn't. You have to respect people for where they are and continue to live by an example and let that be that. You know what I mean? Like, come on. Like, seriously. And so that's where I am. And I just feel like the same thing goes for my channel. Like, I can only be me. I'm going to use my life experiences. I'm going to use things that are happening to me, have happened, you know, happening to talk to you guys and to encourage you guys. And as long as I know that the intent behind it is good, I know that, you know, God is going to use it in a unique way, and a lot of people may not get it or understand it, and that's okay too. You know, it's okay. It's completely okay. And I think that that's where I am with it. You know, it's fine. It's fine as long as I know, as long as my heart is good, as long as my heart is pure, it's in the right place. I'm gonna spray my face with this Morphe Continuous Setting Mist, which is so bomb. It smells so amazing. And I would just hope that, you know, you guys aren't out there doing that. Like, stop. Okay, you feel homosexual, even with the homosexual and with the gays or whatever. Okay, you believe a certain belief. I believe a certain belief. But I do have nieces who are, you know what I'm saying, who live that lifestyle. And I would never want to force my opinion or force what I think or believe on my nieces and make them feel a certain type of way, or make them feel like they aren't loved, or they aren't wanted, or they need to live a certain lifestyle. What I do is I continuously pray for them, and I love them in spite of, and I treat them just the same as I would, you know, any other, you know, like I don't, you know, that is your own. They know where I stand. Of course, they know where I stand. They know what I believe in. And that's it. That's as far as it goes. They know that I don't approve of it, you know. So they're not disrespectful to bring their girlfriends around me or my kids and kissing and hugging. They don't do all of that. You know what I'm saying? Because they know I don't like it. So it's like a respect thing. And we just continue on loving each other. And that's just where I am. And that's where we are. So I would hope that we would grow in that area. And just continue to be an example. And continue to be that light. And continue to, you know, just shine that light. We would do a whole lot better if we would just continue to fast and pray and ask God to reveal and show, instead of us forcing our opinions on each other or being negative or saying what you think you believe. And, you know, just like how they do with me, like, oh, this is not a woman of God, and God wouldn't tell you that, and God wouldn't do that, and God wouldn't. Like, a lot of people believe that God didn't tell me to leave my husband. God told me to leave. He never told me to. He told me to leave. And that's exactly what I did. And some people at the church, with the church I was attending at that time, didn't believe that that is what God told me to do. And so it's like, this walk is an individual walk. Like, just stay focused, stay the course. As long as you know what you're doing, as long as you know it's positive, as long as you know the intent behind what you are doing, you know, God is going to bless that. He's going to continue to grow you. He's going to continue to lift you up. He is going to continue to be a mighty, mighty rock in a weary land in your life. And just, you know, be okay with that. Be okay with that. Y'all, this is an Amazon wig that I ordered off of Amazon. This is a 16-inch body wave. I love it so much. But, yeah, y'all, that's where I'm at. So that was just a nice little chit chat. We are getting ready to head out and enjoy this gorgeous day in Houston, Texas. And it is what it is, y'all. Okay, so here we are. This is just a normal, natural. Y'all see what I did. I didn't put no concealer. I didn't do any of that. I did bronze a little bit with the Ebony Girl, no, the CoverGirl Queen Collection Ebony Bronzer. Right here. I did bronze with this on my cheeks. Put a little bit of blush. Did my eyebrows. And I think that's about it. Natural. I'm gonna throw some Fenty Beauty Boss Gloss Bomb on my lips. And that is it. And I got some black jeans. I think I'm gonna change my shirt because I'm so insecure about my butt being flat. So I think I'm gonna change my shirt. But you guys, I have a Boohoo haul coming up. My Fashion Nova package came yesterday, which I am so surprised about the quality of their clothes. I haven't shopped there in a while, but I really, really enjoyed some of the items that I received yesterday. Like, I tried everything on. There's only one thing in there that does not work for me, and that's only because how I am and, you know, as far as the fit or whatever. But I have some hauls coming up, you guys. I just appreciate you so much. Let's grow this channel, you guys, so we can grow mentally, spiritually, physically, and emotionally. Until the next time, thank you guys for having me. Inspire, be inspired. I love you guys. God bless you. Good day.